ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Am I audible, madam?
Audible.
Okay. So, this is a platform, AROHAN 2024, to share best and innovative practices among the government engineering and polytechnics across the state. And from our polytechnic colleges, and we are starting today the third lecture series. And this lecture series is the brainchild of our beloved Principal Secretary, Sri Srikar MS IAS, uh, who actually initiated this process, saying that the best practices inculcated in different polytechnics and other technical institutions should be followed amongst everybody, and it should be shared for a common cause. So, in that direction, so we have started this lecture series. So, it is a privilege for me to welcome our beloved Principal Secretary, Shri Srikar MS IAS, and our Honorable Commissioner, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Shri Jagdish Ji, our Honorable Director, Department of Technical Education, Shri Prasanna H. IAS, our beloved Joint Director, CDC, Shri Shrikant Ji, all the officials of the Department of Technical Education, and last but not the least, all our principals, HODs, faculty, and students who have joined this video conference. So today's lecture series, we are starting with our invited expert from industry, Sri M.N. Shiv Prasad, General Manager, Education and Training, TVS Institute for Quality and Leadership. Sir, before we start, I just want to give a brief about Sri M.N. Shiv Prasad, the General Manager, Education and Training, heads academic for functional and professional excellence at TVS Institute for Quality and Leadership, which is the corporate university of TVS Motor Company. He holds bachelor degree in mechanical engineering from National Institute of Engineering, University of Mysore, and masters in psychology with 30 years experience in functions spanning quality assurance, operations, new products, TQM, and corporate education. He is certified Visionary Leaders for Manufacturing, a joint program by CII JICA under the mentorship of Professor Shoji Shiba. He played an important role in establishing competency-based education and training approach at TVS Motor Company across all the functions, including PD, manufacturing, sales, service, international business, marketing, and support functions. His contributions include establishing functional and professional competency framework across all functions at TVSM and group companies, improving role effectiveness through 100 plus through structured use of instructional methodology, formative and summative assessment, action learning, role qualification, implementing multi-level continuing education program towards building leadership and specialist pipeline. And many more here to his credit. All these initiatives helped TVS IQL in securing corporate university certificate in 2 levels, compliance and performance by Global Council of Corporate Universities. And he has been associated with our formulation of diploma curriculum, that is C20 curriculum. And we are very thankful to Sir M.N. Shiv Prasad. Sir, welcome you to this talk, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Respected Shrikar ji, Prasanna ji, and Rajshekhar, sir, and all ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲದ ಶುಭ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. Thank you very much for nice introduction of me. I'll take you through, maybe I'll share my screen first, and then take you through. Mainly, I want to touch upon three important things. First is what is TVS Motor. Just I want to spend about 5 minutes on what is TVS Motor. I'm sure you are aware of our organization. That is one thing. And then I will also spend a little touch upon what is this corporate university, why there must be a corporate university, or why education is extremely important to thrive in a competitive global world, and what we have done as a corporate university, some pedagogies that we have tried to use. And in detail, one of the showpiece is how we have conceived the concept uh, 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 of a project, how to give to the students a capstone how we have conceived and how we have implemented. I think these are all the broad 3-4 areas which I'm going to touch upon in next about 20 minutes. And we can have a 5 minutes just quick question and answer. First of all, I'm happy to know about this is a very unique initiative. There is no equivalent for uh, I mean, there cannot be a community learning is the best way to learn. There is no match for this. Uh, hope uh, hope you are seeing my screen.
Yes, sir, it is seen. Yes.
You can see. Okay. Let's use one. Use the laser pointer. Yeah. So this is a very brief presentation on developing future-ready engineers. I have put together, as I was mentioning you, there are 3 points that I have put together. A brief introduction of TVS Group and TVS Motor, and a journey of TVS IQL, and then a case study of a capstone project as a means to develop multidisciplinary and professional skills. It is not only transdisciplinary or multidisciplinary, but such capstone projects also helps students develop their professional skills, which are very extremely important in a corporate life. Just to start with the TVS Motor. So this is a brief slide deck of TVS Motor. I'll just go a little fast on this because I'm sure you're aware. I'm sure you will be using or you have seen our products. Our company is started in the year 1911, more than 110 years. It was started by Mr. T.V. Sundaram Iyengar in Madurai, and it was started with a bus service. Those days, our company was known as, people used to set their watch looking at our bus arrival. That is what we have heard from our seniors in the company. And it has now more than 100 years of existence. We are into bus service, we are into automotive products, we are into auto components business, and we are definitely thriving in this competitive world. And so this is the overview of the company. We are, as on date, as on date, we are one of the largest two-wheeler and three-wheeler companies in India, and we are one amongst the top 5 global two-wheeler company manufacturers in the world today, top 5. And by 2030, we want to become number 3 in the world. And we are best in class product portfolio. There is no company, no two-wheeler in the company that has the range of vehicles that our company has today. And we have state-of-the-art manufacturing plants which are located in Karnataka. Mysore, we have a factory. And then Hosur, Himachal Pradesh, Indonesia. And also we have a factory in United Kingdom. And our capacity is about 5.5 million two-wheeler in a year, and 2.4 lakh three-wheelers. It's a huge manufacturing capacity we have. And also we have one of the key feature of our company is one of the world class R&D setup is there, and we have one of the best manufacturing capabilities. And today I'm sure you have you know about BMW motorcycles. 25% of BMW's global motorcycles are manufactured at our company, and extensive sales and service network across India, more than 1,000 plus dealerships, and another 100 plus distributors across the world. And I need not have to tell you about the shareholders value. We are number three in terms of our capital size in the share market today in the world. Quickly moving on. So this is our vision, how we can transform quality of life of people across the world. I mean, that is how we have defined our existence, and the mobility solutions that are exciting, responsible, sustainable, and safe. These are the broad vision statement that we have put for ourselves, which drives whatever we want to do today. And they are all governed by, we call them as core values: trust, customer obsession, value maximization, speed and agility, exactness, and disruptive mindset. Now, these are all the values that we have kept for ourselves to be the front runner in the at a global stage. And we are number one choice of customer in India. Every year, there is a JD Power survey that happens. We are number one in customer satisfaction, ahead of Japanese products or other Indian manufacturers. And yeah, so quality number one. And okay, so these are all the manufacturing plants that we have. And so this is our first product. I'm sure you have seen this, a moped. We started with a moped manufacturer, and then we had in Suzuki was one of our very famous motorcycle. Some of you would have seen, and we launched in 1994. This product is called Scooty. So today, whatever it is in this, whether TVS makes it or anybody makes it, it is called Scooty only now. And then we came out with indigenous motorcycle in 2001. 2005 we started Star, and 2010 we started something called Vigo, and 2011 is Apache RTR. 2013 is Jupiter 110cc. 2017 Apache RR 310, Yentark, first connected scooter. And we launched our first electric scooter called iQube in the year 2020. And 2021 we had like this. What you can see is nowadays you can see every year we are launching one or two new products. And this is so now we have wide range of products across the segment. And just so this is some of the unique product features of our products. With this, I'll complete my brief introduction of our company. Yeah, this is another thing. We have a presence in 70 plus countries globally. Now we are making our strategy how we can enter a developed market. To start with, we will be this year entering even European market as well. And we are number one in the racing. These pictures are our partnership with BMW. Last 10 years of partnership with BMW. So these are all the new acquisitions that we are making across the world. Norton is a UK company. We have purchased this, and then now this cycle company is owned by us. This e-bike company is owned by us. SCMG is owned by us now. Rapido we have acquired. And I mean, these are all the other acquisitions that we have as on today. I think I'll end with this is another last slide. With this, I will end. We have something called Srinivasan Services Trust, which is our CSR. And today we are touching nearly about 2,500 villages are under our radar for village development. And it includes agriculture, healthcare, education, infrastructure. These are the areas that we work as far as society is concerned. I think I'll have a hard stop of our company introduction. Well, hope it is okay. Hope just someone, if you can say, make some noise. I know that, yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So then now I'll quickly take you through what is this TVS Institute for Quality and Leadership. So this is again a small video I'll be playing. Hope video is audible
No, sir.
now.
Hello and welcome to
Ah,
TVSI.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Our journey started off by being a learning center till 2010, and we transformed to a corporate university by 2018. As a corporate university, our immediate focus is on developing organizational capabilities for Reimagine TVS 2030 and on developing pedagogical capabilities for impactful learning solutions. On 7 September 2022, IKEL was awarded the Performance Level Certification by Global Council of Corporate Universities, or Global CCU, after a rigorous on-site audit. Globally, only 8 corporate universities have been awarded the performance level by Global CCU. Earlier in 2018, IKEL was certified as a corporate university at compliance level by Global CCU. IKEL has received 3 awards from Global CCU in 2019, 2021, and 2023. To achieve the performance level status, our vision is to be the hub of powerful learning solutions to evolve people, culture, strategy, processes, and ecosystem towards sustained global leadership of TVS Motor in a fast-changing and connected world. Based on our vision, we have defined 6 major ambitions. To achieve these ambitions, we have identified missions and actions. The first ambition is to support in creating cultural capabilities. The second ambition is to support to develop and execute the business strategies. The next ambition is to create an empowering environment to learn, practice, and contribute. The fourth ambition is to enable early identification and development of specialists and business leaders. The fifth ambition is to create processes that enable collective capabilities for innovation and efficiency. Last, but not the least, our ambition is to support the well-being and progress of employees, families, and communities. Our vision, ambitions, missions, and actions are also supported by our guiding principles shown here. Towards achieving our vision, IKEO has established 5 academies for functional and professional excellence, manufacturing excellence, product development and technology excellence, pedagogical excellence, and management and leadership excellence. IKEO plans to add 2 more academies, beginning with the Academy for Sustainability Excellence. Looking forward to your continued support in achieving IKEO's vision.
So this was a very brief of what is this. No, I just wanted to give a glimpse of what is this corporate university. So I just used this slide. Yeah. Now, okay. So as you went through this slide deck, I think you have noticed we use the word learning solutions very consciously. We use the word learning, and then we have also created a academy for pedagogical excellence. See, many a times we think just teaching someone is learning, which is not true, because we are teaching adults, and each adult will have his or her own way of learning. So adult learning is completely different than the children learning. So all of us have learned the pedagogy. I'll just before I take you through the capstone project, I want to just quickly what are some of those pedagogical excellence concepts that we are trying to use. I'll briefly take you through. Sorry, what happened? Yeah, key concepts in pedagogical excellence. So one of the key concept is, see, what you see as a potential of an individual is the intersection of three circles. This is one of the key concept. So if you take any individual, what is that person's potential? We know no what is kinetic energy, potential energy. Potential energy is my basically my capability, is intersection of my aspiration, my ability, and my engagement with whatever I want to do. Aspiration is about my dream, and ability is my ability has got two things. One is there are certain learned skills I have to learn, and then innate ability is something that I am much more innate with me, and I have to continuously engage with my aspiration. Then only I know my potential will continue to more closer these circles are, more the area and more the potential is. So we try to use this concept from the time engineers are selected. We use this concept for selection, we use this concept for development of the people. Next is we consistently use the word no domains of learning. We have learned cognitive domain. Learning domain has three broad areas: cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. And in our pedagogies, we effectively use the cognitive domain, which works on the Bloom's taxonomy: remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. So before anybody's cognition work, the affect has to work. So how this is about how someone receives a new attitude, respond, value, organize, characterize. This is about affective domain and psychomotor domain. So you will get to see how we very extensively use this. And then we follow instructional design, ADDIE methodology. I'm sure you are aware of it, to the core. We use this to the core. And then all our courses are like any academic courses. You will get to see what are all the task analysis, what are all the outcomes, what are all the course outcomes, program outcomes, course outcomes, and from that learning outcomes, what is the Bloom's or whatever is the taxonomy that we have used, the content, the tutorials, the practice. And we use assessments very extensively. We have formative assessments, we have summative assessment. Whatever you see in any university, we use all that. And then this is called Kirkpatrick's, because assessment is very, very important in the learning space. So we measure the reaction. This is called Kirkpatrick model for learning effectiveness. How is whether our learners are happy, that is what is L1 level. Whether the intended knowledge has been transferred or not is the L2 level. Having transferred, whether they are demonstrating in their work or in their projects, is the L3 level. And by doing this, the results are achieved. This also we use very extensively. System thinking is a very important framework that has to be considered in an education area, because what we say, there is that what is system thinking is about, like, it is not I switch on light, I switch on, and then immediately light is on. So that can happen only here. But in reality, whatever we do today will have impact at a later stage in the life. That is what is system thinking about. So education will do something today which will produce certain technical output, and that will result in the system output for the companies that they are going to join. Now, how will we really think through this is the framework for system thinking. I mean, these are all broadly. I just want to bore you with this. So just I want to give an essence of what is our pedagogical processes are made up of. I just used those slides. Now I will take you through the capstone project for developing interdisciplinary skills and also professional skills, both. So this also we learned from Purdue University in the US. So Purdue University, you may be aware, it's a very big university. And what we identified, what is so means what really we spotted there is, they have an institute, they have like engineering education. There is a school for engineering education. Purdue University, they have many other engineering school, medical school, all those schools are there. But there is a school for engineering education. So their job is, how to continuously improve those pedagogies for engineering education. So we learned from that, and the concept of capstone also we borrowed from University of Purdue. So what they say is how to identify the project. No, so what they say is they don't think too much. If you want to make them drone, or if they want to make them some autonomous, no, don't worry too much. You give the challenge, people will be able to do with that. So it need not be very concrete. That is what. Now, these are some of the words. It can be little messy, not so well defined. But today's children, today's students are capable of really converting that challenge, because no, they have that. I have seen this from my own eyes. No, so we have been giving a lot of challenges for the fresh engineers who join our company. Last year we gave the challenge for how to make a drone. So they take it, whatever the challenge that you give in the college, we had given how to make what is that, Sevai machine. So whatever we have given, they really take it to the core. And please believe me, they leave. It's very difficult for us to tell them go home. So people like challenges. It is about how to, even if not a very concrete project, you can give somewhat projects. Some of them maybe I'll share. It is not part of. No, there are some institutes. No, like I think Cambridge, Imperial or Cambridge. No, they have hosted what are all their capstone projects and all. No, list of capstone projects they have given. If you do some more literature survey or Google search, you will be able to get what kind of projects these colleges are giving. So you need not have to worry whether he is mechanical engineer, civil engineer, electrical engineer. You need not have to worry. You just give the challenge. Trust me, they will be able to learn on their own and do it. And in this process, they will be able to, they develop a lot of interpersonal. See, normally, our education system, I will study, I'm more an isolated. So what I know is I study and then I will get a degree or whatever it is. That is how I used to think. I never have been know how to help others. But if you give a project scenario, then I start helping my project mate, and we look at my team's goal as more important than my individual goal. All these things are interpersonal skills and communication skills, because now every project has to be presented properly to us. So there is a weightage for presentation. So even how I communicate concept, my concept is a very important professional skill that is required by the engineers. See, because once they go to the companies, they are expected to make presentation. They are expected to present their ideas convincingly. All these things can be done through a capstone project. So these are all some of the learnings. What we try to, when we wanted to do this capstone project, we started looking at Purdue University, their best practices or how they do it. And then we try to do it with the Imperial College also. We try to understand how they do it. And also, actually, there is a concept of this in CDIO framework, there is a concept that is given. Some of you might be, CDIO is, I don't know, it is an educational concept. It comes in the next slide. So this is what we try to understand when we did literature survey on capstone project. So capstone is a metaphor used to describe the final achievement and builds upon previous works and encapsulates. And it is included in the engineering curricula to integrate multidisciplinary subjects and technical professional skills, teach professional skills. Otherwise, how to learn professional skills? It is very difficult to teach interpersonal communication. You give this project, you tell this is how it has to be presented. They will learn on their own. And then default to and then they have to follow certain project management, work breakdown, many such professional skills. If you have, so there is something called what is that called? Cambridge. So there is something called graduate accord. What is that? So they define about 10, 12 professional skills. All those things can be taught and practiced by the students through a capstone project.
So that's Washington Accord.
Washington Accord,
graduate
sorry. Yeah, correct. So we use that Washington. So there are 12 graduate attributes, and capstone is a very good opportunity to make sure these people practice all these things. But only thing is, when you give the project, so you should tell one assessment, this is how your project will be evaluated. Team of 10 guys, no, this is how your entire project will be then they will learn these things on their own. So, and then we defined an objective like this, okay, to develop a multidisciplinary talent for real world problem to promote teamwork. So we gave we asked them to create a mobile platform which will, no, we give instruction, it will follow. So that is the example that I am giving. So because we are in an automobile space, we try to give it that way. But Capstone, there are so it is our innovation or imagination to give any Capstone project based on agricultural application or some real world problem that we have. We can give any of those Capstone project to the people. So, this is what I was telling. CDIO is a conceive, design, implement, and operate. This is a design and develop functional, multi-wheeled mobile platform that should be steered, throttled, braked using wireless communication from a remote hub. Be driven. See, these are all the challenges that we have to give. That's all. We need not have to give them anything. We have to little imagine how do we give these challenges and then give them. So some teams will achieve, some teams will not achieve. You have to encourage them by giving some prizes. But what is very important is they will learn a lot in this process. Say sometimes, like the last year, this 6 months before, we gave a drone project. Some parts we gave, some parts they had to 3D print and all that and then assemble. We had given, it has to go at a 2-meter height, it has to stay there. Like that we had given challenges. Some people were able to achieve, some people, but in the process they learned communication, network, the hardware, software. They were all types of engineers. We take all types of engineers and everybody learned everything. And deliverables, like this, we have to give some deliverables, but this is to set some high standards so that they strive to achieve operating speed of the mobile. I don't know whether any some teams only achieved this plus minus 10 kilometers per hour. So there were errors they could not achieve, but what is very important, give them the standards. They will at least go towards that. That is very important. And a mobile platform should carry a single 48-volt battery system. Some we try to define some of these things like this. And so the skills required are the mechanical engineering, mechatronics engineering, electrical engineering, systems engineering, professional skills, and other tools and techniques. And see, these are all some of the functional skills. Because I said we give mobile platform because for us these things are important: multi-body simulations, electrical hardware, system hardware. These were all broadly we had certain target domains in our mind. We gave that. And so we also gave the domain role, and they had to define, like I will do, because if there are 10 people, I will do multi-body simulation, someone will do electronics, hardware. Like that we had to distribute the work. And this was the project journey. They had to see every week or every 2 days there will be a review. This is very important because those reviews are the learning sessions. The lot of interaction happens, and these are all the learning sessions. Requirement, mechanical design, mechatronics. These are all. So it was a very structured. The structure was also given. So requirement phase, work breakdown phase, and then there is a design phase. See, these are all. This is nothing but a life cycle of any automotive design. There are requirements phases. Then there is a work breakdown phase. Then there is a mechanical design, and then there is a development phase. Then you have to bring all the things together, integration, troubleshoot, and then they should prepare an R1 level prototype. So some journey was given. These were the teams. Actually, I want to show quickly this. I'll run as much as possible. How to already. So this is one of the team's
Future
presentation.
is here.
So they have to make a video
It is
like
time
this.
to shape our future.
They do it from their mobile cameras.
It is time to start conversations about change. The future is electric.
So there was. I'm
The
just.
future is here. It is time to shape our
to shape
Hi, sorry.
the future is here. It is time to shape our future. It is time to start conversations about change.
In the shortest possible time. The efficient data algorithm with TensorFlow framework was used to detect objects. The environment was captured by RPi camera interface with an RPi 4B plus board, and the data was transferred to plan the motion.
This data enables the vehicle to make
The future is here.
Sorry.
That we initially planned on using for getting the vehicle coordinates did not give us the output as required. We also had to switch in between many algorithms, and as many algorithms work well with laptop processor but lag behind an RPi board. Ultrasonic sensor mounts could have been designed differently as they
Sorry, I think this is a brief, I thought I'll just share with you. So they were able to do, some teams did, some teams did not do. And this is how whole thing was done. I thought I'll just have this quickly shared with you in this 20 minutes time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. A couple of questions, sir, will take.
Yeah. I have one hard stop now. That's
Yes, sir.
maybe you can always contact me, and
Yeah.
it's not a problem.
Sir is joined. Sir, welcome, sir. Shrikar, sir. Welcome
sir.
to the session.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Shiv-Prasad, very good presentation, very informative.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, we all know TVS and its achievements, so we're very useful to learn, especially about your pedagogy and the way you did this capstone. So I want to know whether there is a way. See, we have all our polytechnic colleges, faculty are here on this. Most of them are here, or more than 50% are here. We should design a project for our polytechnic colleges on these lines as a competitive, thing. So that
Yes.
so it may not be to the extent that you 33 weeks on the end thing low, but with a faculty mentor and a team, we should have a inter polytechnic competition on this. I don't know, it may be there already.
Yeah. So this can be conceived well, sir. It can be even.
Why don't you help us in doing the first
Sure.
capstone competition for our polytechnic?
Definitely, I would be very happy, sir. If that is what I was telling Rajshekhar sir also. If we are not helping our own colleges, no, we have come from the same space.
Yes.
And if we are
See,
not,
we cannot
very happy to
estimate our children. They will have, as you said, all ideas. Maybe it has to be tweaked for polytechnics based on their syllabus.
I'm very happy to do that.
So as a result of this lecture, why don't you partner with Higher Education Department, Director Technical Education, to come out with a capstone project for capstone competition for our polytechnics for the 24-25?
Definitely, I would be extremely happy to do that, sir.
Perfect.
Absolutely, no problem.
Very good.
No problem, sir. I would be.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And any one question, or we can connect later also.
Okay. This session is being recorded, sir. Actually,
No problem.
and our faculty will be watching it online also. And future, if they have any queries, definitely I will pass it on to you.
No problem, sir. Thank you very much,
Thank
all
you,
of you.
sir.
And I must thank you for giving this opportunity. This is a way we can return what this land has given to us.
Thank you, sir. Because our faculty also have visited your facility, wherein they have seen the boot camp method of skilling your technicians to achieve high productivity. And your talk on today on capstone project, it was very insightful, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, and accepting our invitation to speak on.
We can have if some of the faculty are interested in a little more detailed discussion. This was a brief 15-20 just to get them a feel of it. We can have a longer duration discussion also, sir. It is possible.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. We'll look into that, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So today's our next speaker is Shri Harish Shetty, Principal, Karnataka Government Polytechnic, Mangalore. And definitely by looking at you, sir, smiling, definitely every one of us are very familiar with Harish Shetty, sir. As far as I remember, in my 30 years of service, I have seen you uh, as an examination management system expert. You have reformed our Board of Technical Examination management system to what it is today. And you don't require any additional introduction as far as our faculty are concerned. But uh, yes, I have to add few points. You have provided software architecture consultant services for many global companies. Designed and developed examination management system for Mangalore University. And today, sir, you will be speaking on the saga of Board of Technical Examinations towards ICT-based examination management system. Over to you, sir. Harish Shetty, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rashekar. I think it's only for few days. I mean, that day, last time we met, and thank you for all my department colleagues and my our officials also, starting from a commissioner to JD examination also, and all my colleagues. Uh, okay, let me start things. Uh, this presentation. Uh, can you see the screen?
Slides are not seen.
Sharing.
Sir, option has been given. You can only share, sir. It's enabled.
Okay. Is it? I think now it's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's shared.
Yeah. So now I think all of you know this. If those who are there, now let me just explain the what is the background of this, what exactly happening in the behind the scenes, I will say, and what exact how it is started and uh, what it is. I think gave the name the saga of saga means it is a great this that's how I told. I think all of you we know the examination nightmare because I always dreamed that education without examination, but I ended up developing a software for examination management because this is the place where every child or every student used to. I mean, that is the full. The afraid or fear where we lived. I think we have passed all of us. So that's why I always say, with education without examination, it is a lovely place. But I don't think now current examination system will allow that. Education system will allow that. So that with the boards and universities. So if anybody asks what is the exactly boards and examination, I mean boards and universities are doing, they admit the student and they'll make education, then after that evaluation, then give degree certificates, then we will come to the society or field where we know. I think nowadays education is just for the purpose of roti kapada makana is what I say, but anyhow that's all the things. Now we are coming to Board of Technical Examination under Directorate of Technical Education, which is doing all the diploma education in Karnataka. So where it's I mean, when I joined in 1991, 92, So there we started exactly. I came to know, then I remember those days how we uh, started the examination system. We had almost 300 plus institutes, uh, 1,50,000 students. Those days, almost 10 lakhs papers, I mean 12 lakhs actually telling, 10 lakhs plus 50 courses, 800 subjects, more than 800 subjects, and only 50 days we have one examination. But when I started, it was a yearly exam. But after that, we in 2003 we went for semester exam. Once the semester exam, and same thing we have to do 2 times that examination for every semester. So it is a very challenging thing, so because it is, we are running short of days before the revaluation. The next examination is to start. All those things was happening. I think I'm audible. Anyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Yeah.
audible.
So this was the situation. And when it, I mean, with this situation, with the 2003, we entered in the semester. This is the same challenge doubled. So every for instead of 1 year, for 1 year we have to do two examinations for same things. I mean, it is without any other resources. So this challenge was because when I joined the system, I mean the department, I must remember the Ragini madam. She was my HOD when I joined in Mangalore Women's Polytechnic. Then she became the system analyst of our department for exam section. So that day she remembered me. She asked me, "Is it possible to make this manual system into computerized?" So that was the things when I joined. I mean, to this team, BT. So now that's why we call this system as BT links. BT links means Board of Technical Examination. It is linking for all the, because it is a in-house development, automated, integrated, and for the BT semester exams. Still, I remember how it is. Why the Mrs. Ragini madam, that's Ragini BR, we call the she because those days our department requested for one software, to purchase one software. I think I remember, as per her information, in during 2002, 2003, 2004. So they were, I mean, they almost quoted 50 lakhs by SCL and Wipro. So that time, this idea came: why can't we develop in-house? Because we are the people who teach, and our students go to those sectors where they themselves they will involve in a software development or any technical development in that way. So our own engineers. So why can't we start? This was the background on those doors. I mean, so it is 90. That's why I called it a saga of 1990 to 2000. I gave these pictures where we were and today where we are. So just like I gave the example of bullock cart or this one to till this year. So these are the every 10 year, every 15 years we call 10 years we call decades. First 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. So we came up to 5G or 6G, whatever it may be. Automated integrated BT exam system with ICT. ICT because that helped a lot to implement this part. So now let us, so to understand this, we have to go back a little what exactly the challenges in examination system. So we have, to tell the stages, like we have administration challenges, infrastructure challenges, resource allocation. Of course, when we go from manual to technical, I mean ICT, we have security challenges also, and other challenges you can say. So how we mitigated these challenges to come out with this type of system? So for that, we have to see the what exactly we implemented. That is the domain knowledge, the things. So major phases of any examination process is, we all know, pre-examination phase, examination phase, and post-examination phase. So we do in examination phase, I put it in the 4 sections. Like we know very well exam candidate list. And next, internal assessment, practical exam, theory exam, valuation and result. These are the major tasks in any of the universities. Like that it was. So, you know very well, candidate list preparation in those days, in 90s to 2003, it was completely manual, printing using some printers. And it is all the college people used to come to the Bangalore, and they have to take it manually, printed papers, printed things, and they will take it to the college. And it is all manual things. We don't even know who is the student exactly sitting for the examination and all those things. So here you see now how we automated. The only one question I asked with my madam system analyst, why we have to struggle this much? We have to ask this I mean colleges only who are going to sit for the examination. Now my question is, why can't we prepare the candidate list just by result? Because we know who failed, who got through, who is writing which exam, who failed in which exam. It is all in result. So my question is, why can't we create candidate list just from that? Why we have to ask the colleges, I mean institutes, where they can just tick for the easy paid the examination, or that's all. I mean, if he paid the examination fees for that exams for which he is supposed to sit, supposed to appear. So that's how we created the appearance list just from candidate list generated from previous result. This is the place where we atomized complete the things to prepare the candidate list. Once the candidate is prepared, so they have to verify it. That's all. Exam fees payment, admission, approval, repeater, transfer. These are the things will only by the institution. So attendance shortage, all these things. Now next we started based on this print admission ticket. That's all. So now all these things are automized. Candidate list preparation is completely automized based on the previous examination list, where instead of typing or sending the list to the department, all things are prepared and they have to specify, or they have to status specification, we call it as verify, exam fees payment, admission, approval, repeater, or subject dictionary verification, transfer, attendance shortage, or then print the admission tickets online in the college itself. This is the things what we have to do in exam candidates. Once this internal assessment, then you know very well, we used to do that. They have to send the printed or typed reports to the the BT board. Then board has to enter everything in computer, and after that you have to tabulation. We call it, is to take months together. So almost 2-3 months for the result announcement. Now to the candidate list itself, the upload of Excel sheet by the respective examination, HOD or lecturer, the internal assessment is uploaded and verified there itself, where the almost it is taken care. If it is maximum marks, minimum marks, everything is taken care there itself. So it is automized there also. Once this is completed, for the list, practical exams are conducted. Before that, the system was, we know, I think those who are joined, I mean, most of the lecturers joined after 2012. They don't know all these things. It was, I know still, because the valuation paper is after valuation, we have to send that ML sheet by post to the department and board. And from the board, they have to enter the marks manually. There also, it is to take almost months together to post it and to go to board, and from board they have to enter it manually. I mean, almost 300 people has to do all the things. But now it is reduced to nothing. Just in board, we don't have any section now. Everything is done at source, the place where it is started. So practical exam marks are entered on the day itself. By evening, all the marks are uploaded. The even valuation goes there itself. So that's why marks are uploaded, entered there itself, and it is directly go and sit into the candidate list, or the where it is there, so that it will directly go to the result process. So once ML print and ML entry also done there itself, otherwise it was a manual system. Once these two are done, then the appearance status will be generated based on for the theory exam, ATS packet coding and building and posting, bundling and posting. Here, very important, that is a key factor is here. We know very well, first question my madam asked to me, how it is possible so that the student can tear the sheet there itself and will come to know the sheet whose sheet it is, whose paper it is. If the student there, because otherwise in almost all universities, how the system is, the answer sheet will go to board or university, where almost manual work, they will codification. I will call it as a codification, where they will tear the sheet and stick the different 10, 12,000 papers we have to handle. Can you think about this? Sorry, 12 lakhs. I'm sorry, 12 lakhs papers. We have to touch it. We have to tear it. Once what happened is one student went to court telling that my paper is touched by someone else, so that it is changed or this one. So how can I have the security that my answer paper is not replaced? Something. So here the question, the answer bundle packet is directly go from hall or from the institute to directly to the valuer. No one will touching a student answer booklet anywhere in between. This is the key factor of this system. I think you know very well. Student will tear the paper, tear the that top bottom sheet. We call it as a bottom sheet, or we call it as a ATS, apparent teak sheet. Sorry, tax sheet. He will tear it, and after that it will directly go to the valuer. In between, nobody is touching paper, only packet is coded. So we call it as the ATS packet coding. After that, once again we change it to the back coding, so that even nobody will come to know. If you don't touch the paper, then how can we know that whose paper, whose answer script or answer booklet is whose? We will not come to know at all. It is directly going to the valuer. This is the beauty of this coding. So coding is automatic. No paper is touched, nothing. So once and directly packet coding, back coding, distribution, ML generation, and marks entry. Here also the marks entry is done twice. Why it is done twice? Because you know very well manual entry will take place, so that while entering the marks, if instead of entering 25, if we entered 65 or something like that, or 35 is maybe entered as 85. So same thing is entered in another place by another some other entry person, so that if both the marks are matched, automatically it is compared, and it will say that both the marks are verified and it is validated. If the marks difference, entry difference is there, it is validated there itself. So before that, this what we used to do, that we used to go for a tabulation. We used to take the printout, and after taking the printout, manually you have to compare, and but we'll come to know only after weeks what is the tabulation and all those things, so that it has to take there is a lot of time between the last valuation and the result upload. Now the result will be announced within the 24 hours. Within 24 hours validation is completed and result can be announced. We are just waiting for the board meeting so that we can declare it. Otherwise we will declare the result within 24 hours. That was the achievement what we did. Now after that, once again, diploma certificate, marks card, ledger printing, revaluation, we will go for. Now step by step, if you go for this, what are all the stages? Pre exam, I will go fast through this. Pre exam task codification, candidate list preparation, everything I explained just for explain. Then exam day task, we know very well about this also. Local practical exam, uploading practical allotment, admission ticket, room seating, room arrangement, question paper distribution, appearance status, all those things. Then validation of staff management. Here staff management also there, and so that valuation, who valued who, which paper, who was that. I mean, even we can auditing and everything is there. Marks card printing, diploma certificate. So these are, and one more thing is communication, security, accountability, auditing, failover management. This is a fantastic part, because if something goes wrong, we have the manual paper also, where we can compare the sheets by handwriting. That facility is also provided with the legal things. What are the legal requirements are there? That also we. So these are the minimum data entry, smart data capture, minimum hard print doc, So very much transparent, highly secured, authorized, accountability, latest designed, layered, modular, integrated system. Designed by the user for the user. This is the thing. So evaluated and tested for 15 years, 30 exams. You know very well more than that. So this is all the vision what we had those days, what all the things we had to achieve. So now completely we achieved these things. Qualities, what all the things we have, we expected in this development. So validity, objectivity, subjectivity, all clarity, accountability, productivity, everything we achieved by, I think, this almost we came to know. Now, just for the glimpse, what you saw, I think we are already using for fast. This is the things what we had today. Automated, integrated BT exam system. I think you know very well about the screenshot. And these are the things what we have. I don't think you will come to know all these menus. It is only restricted based on the user based. The examination institute will get some menus, and users will get some menus. HOD will get some menu. But we have a lot more everything about. Now, codification techniques, I already explained how this is and all those things. Somebody asked, somebody challenged it. Within 2 digits, how you'll come to know 12 lakhs papers? That is the secret of this system. Within 2 digit, within 2 digit, once again I repeat, within 2 digit, how you'll come to know about whose paper is, whose answer sheet is, which student out of 12 lakhs papers. So that is called the ATS system, automated tag sheet, answer tag sheet. And we all know this. We are playing with 6 sheets. And these are all the system, how it goes. ATS paper coding, ATS packet coding, bundling, and after that back coding. Once the back coding, it will go to back tag sheet, and after that back coding and validation. This is the system what automated, and even tag sheets and everything is printed automatic. I mean, now every institute is telling. We used to, I mean, there are a lot of people for printing work, and now we are handling with one paper, one person, BT links operator. I think we. So these are the packet coding. Everything is printed automatically. And finally, this is the connectivity. We have a forum called Telegram, where everything is programmed. There also, it is programmed system. Telegram is very nice and programmable. There we are using connectivity. We achieve communication. We achieve through this Telegram. Thank you very much for Telegram, I have to say, which is a Russian secured communication, social communication system we used for our forum. That's all the things. And still we are going on with the new improvements. Now new improvements, you already know everything. Even question paper is online. Everything is online. And these are the things what we achieved. I'm very glad to say that it is all happened because of your support. It is none of one-man show. I can't say that at all, because if no one is there in our team, all my colleagues made me great. I will say these words. All my colleagues made me great. Thank you very much for that. And but I humble request, my simple knowledge is applied here. We go for Bloom's taxonomy. We call it as with knowledge without application useless. This is the place we all applied this knowledge to the utmost things, to where we apply to our students only, where that's why called by the student, by the staff, for the staff, for the students, what we call for democracy, for the people, by the people, for the people. Like that, it is from the people, from the staff, for the students, and for the staff also. Thank you very much for all my higher office. Especially, I should remember our great secretaries those days. I remember the first secretary, Ramlingan Gowda. After that, my humble namaskaram to Anand Pujari sir. He was the person who stood behind me. Ramlingan Gowda and Anand Pujari sir. And with the next Manjuna sir, DT Manjuna sir, who has become DT also. Then I have to remember our those days DTs also. And next now Talwar sir and Ravichandran sir and Ragini madam, I can't forget, and the my background team is Mahadevaya. So he was my team member, my close friend. I got retired recently, and now DT is secretary is our beloved Shrikant sir. Also our before that we had Nagbhushan sir, and also our supporting team at technical officers. Nagesh Achari, everybody, and all my staff and colleagues at WPT and KPT. Thank you very much. This was the opportunity for me to do. Made this BT Links great success. Thank you very much.
No, sir, it is not a simple knowledge what you're telling. It's a software of a corporate level. And definitely, if one thinks about doing a job like this, definitely it's a great social service what you are rendered to the department. We can take quick couple of questions.
Thank you very much. And we are, I'm happy to say that same thing. It is
Yes,
given to our Bangalore University also during Corona time, where they were running short of fund. Otherwise, they used to use almost 3.5 crores. We gave it to free of cost for almost 4 years.
Oh my God.
So we
My
saved them 25
You
crores.
are a great philanthropist, sir, really.
Thank you. Thank
Sir,
you.
not 6.
No need to tell institute code. This
Sir, good evening.
This was
Good evening.
common. Thank you. Yeah, please, madam.
Good evening, Rajshekar and Harish Shetty, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Good evening, Manjapur, DRR Polytechnic.
ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ sir, ಹೇಳಿ.
Sir, you are the father of BT Links.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ದೇವ್ರೆ.
Because ನಾವು ಕೊರೋನಾ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಯ್ತು, ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಆ ಕೋಡಿಂಗು ಇದೆಲ್ಲದೂ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ BT Link ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಹಾಗಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ BT Links ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಹರೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಹಾಗಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕೈಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ BT Links ಹರೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ಇನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಒಂದು 5-6 ವರ್ಷ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ 3 ವರ್ಷ.
3 ವರ್ಷ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ.
ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಸರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತು. We'll look into it. I am not looking into. My officials, my boss, my higher officials will 100% ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಾಡ್ತಲೂ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Sir, we'll take next question if anybody.
Sir, nobody has raised hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your time, sir. You have actually given a complete the system, how the system had evolved from the more than 15 years to the current system where it is completely automated. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Harish Shetty, sir.
Thank you
For your wonderful talk. Thank you, sir. Now, our next speaker today.
Sir, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ.
Okay.
Mr. Arishetty, very good presentation. I just had 2-3 questions. This is applicable to only government polytechnic colleges or aided and private also? He has left, I think.
One minute.
No, sir, he has connected.
He is still there.
No, yeah, he's still there.
Rajshekar, we can go to next presentation, I think.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And now, today's next speaker is Srimati Shantkumari K, Selection Grade Lecturer, SJ Government Polytechnic. And she will be speaking on the topic Best Practices Adopted in National Service Scheme. Actually, from SJ Government Polytechnic this year at Republic Day Parade, SJP students have participated, the NSS team. So congratulations, madam. Madam has more than 13 years of experience in the Polytechnic. She's from electrical and electronics background, and she has also guided a lot of innovative projects for the students, and she has helped to get sponsors by bringing in 16 computers for the Department of Electrical Engineering. Then through BHEL, she could provide large disposal bins and RO water system from Lions Club Bangalore. And she has been working very hard to improve the system. Thank you, madam. Thank you. And it's over to you. And she'll be speaking on the best practices adopted in National Service Scheme.
Thank you,
Over to you.
Rajshekar, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Gurubhyo Namaha. With due respect to all the dignitaries here, my higher authorities and respected principals, HODs, and my fellow colleagues all across Karnataka. First of all, I would like to thank the AROHAN, the platform, for showcasing the best practices practiced in various colleges all across Karnataka over many topics. So this is the opportunity for me to present NSS. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam, you are audible. Audible, yes.
Okay. So without any delay, let me present my PPT. So before we doing something in NSS, we should understand at national level when it was launched and for what purpose it was launched. So why this is required is for orientation of students, we need to tell all this. So this was launched in the year 1969 by the then Union Education Minister V.K.R.V. Rao on 24th September 1969. And earlier there were 37 universities. Why this was launched? It was for a purpose, that was for national integration. So national integration means it's a very, very great concept. Whether we can fulfill this concept through NSS, so it depends on the lot of criteria, including the personality of NSS programming officer, the support from the principal, and the other colleagues who are at the institution. So it's a very great responsibility on the NSS programming officer to fulfill this objective of national integration through NSS. Then, what is the motto here? So the national authority, they put a motto that not me but you. So quite difficult to understand what is this not me but you. If you look at this as it is literally, very difficult to understand, but it means, putting community before self. In Kannada, what it is called, nanagagi alla, namagagi, athava ellarigagi nanu, like that. So it upholds the need for selfless service among the students. And the students develop a consideration to other living beings, and it develops a sense of social responsibility among students. So, and it is the goal of this NSS is twofold. One is to impart education through community service, and reciprocally to provide community services through education. So what it is? ಸೇವೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಮೂಲಕ ಸೇವೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಸೇವಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ವಿಕಸನ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಈ NSS ನ ಧ್ಯೇಯ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So it serves as a platform for students to enrich their personalities through community service while pursuing their studies. So is it not possible to develop their personality through any other platform? Definitely it is possible, but making them socially responsible is through NSS. And at the national level, the Government of India is the higher authority, and we have a separate website for this. That is this link that I have shared here. It comes under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. And at state level, there are cells, NSS cells, which come under the regional directorates level. So there are so many regional directorates. So these are the 14 regional directorates of NSS under Government of India, and we have one at Bangalore for Karnataka. So that is based in Basangudi. And there is one regional director for Karnataka, that is Sri Kartigeyan, and we have our principal secretary for NSS, Dr. Manjunath Prasad, and state NSS officer is Dr. Pratap Lingaya. And each university or directorate will have a separate NSS coordinator for looking after the various institutions coming under that university or directorate. And in our directorate, it is Dr. Guru Prasad Hogar. Under his able administration and his dynamic attitude and his patriotism towards India, that we are here now, we are functioning so well in our state. So at institution level, you can have one or two units, NSS units, and both of them can be grant in aid units, or one can be grant in aid unit, or another can be self-finance unit. So what is meant by one unit? One unit may comprise either 50 or 100 students, depending on the strength of the students in that particular institution. And they're all managed by a responsible person, that is a programming officer under the chairmanship of principal. You all know that the symbol of this NSS is taken from the Konark temple Rath wheel, and it stands for creation, preservation, and release. All this need to be told to the students when we are giving orientation. And what are the best practices that we can practice is how you can motivate students to join NSS, because creating a sense of social responsibility means, first of all, we need to have, as a teacher, I need to have social responsibility towards my institute, my country, and all. Then only the students will follow us. And students will follow not what we say, but what we do. So in our day-to-day activities, how I am taking class, whether I am fulfilling their needs, all that also matters when I am fulfilling the objective, the major objective of NSS. So the state NSS cell has given the objectives of NSS, and I've taken all these objectives from the state NSS website. So first thing is to make the students understand the community in which they work, and develop among themselves a sense of social and civic responsibility, utilize their knowledge in finding practical solutions to individual and community problems. And for a technical education like us, it is very, very easy to give the practical solutions and solving the community problems. And that too for SJP, it is, I feel it is very easy because there are so many disciplines. Each discipline can contribute something to the society. And other objectives, develop competence required for group living and sharing of responsibilities, and many others like this. And the most important thing is national integration and social harmony. So all these objectives, how we have to fulfill through NSS. So that's a big question mark. So there are so many activities that are specified under, under the cell. The thing is whether and how we are going to, imbibe this quality of harmony, social harmony, and quality of this social responsibility, and calling them whenever there are emergencies or natural disasters. It all depends on the personality of the NSS programming officer. He needs to be dynamic, he needs to be dedicated, he needs to use all his time to inspire and motivate his students continuously. So there are two types of activities that come under NSS. One is the regular activity, and another is the special camp activity. Regular activity, minimum we have to fulfill 120 hours of work, and special camp, another 120 hours of work. And then after completing this 240 hours of NSS work, the student will be getting a certificate from the state NSS cell. Earlier, we used to get the certificate from our directorate itself. There will be hard copy certificates that were given, but now it is all been, digitalized. The registration of students will happen through the website only, and also the certificates will be downloaded from the website after the approval is given through the NSS programming officer. So this is one of the certificate of our student. As you can see, there is a regional director and vice chancellor, and then program coordinator and head of the institution signatures will be there. After downloading this certificate from the website, we have to take its printout and then submit it to the state NSS cell, from where they will get the signature and send it back to us. And there will be a unique serial number also for each of the certificates. And how to what extent this is valid? Definitely, this is really, really valuable. Though we do not have any quota for NSS students in any of the jobs or for higher education, but this will be really valid when they go for their what we say jobs in interviews and all. When the extracurricular activities, for that any certificate is asked, this certificate is definitely valid. The task is, or the challenge is, how to motivate the students when there is a quota for the students, for NCC students. So most of the students would like to go for NCC only, because they will be having a reservation for NCC students in higher education or in even jobs also, and even in police force there will be quota for NCC students. But then how do we get the students, how we enroll the students? It all depends on the NSS programming officer. We will be motivating, we will be telling them lot of things that I will share later. So let us now see what are the kind of activities that are being prescribed. So one is the Shramadana, or the service activity. And one thing we have to keep in mind is that the service activity is not necessarily or not completely to be a cleaning activity. Because many times, whenever there is some cleaning has to be done, I've seen many institutions calling for only NSS students. The Shramadana is a part of the activity. And there are other activities like tree plantation, stage shows or dramas, creating awareness on issues or social problems, and then educational workshops or trainings, awareness rallies, inviting doctors for health checkup camps, that is conducting free health checkup camps, or eye screening camps, dental checkup camps, like that, and socio-economic surveys and blood donation camps. And the sky is the limit. You can arrange any kind of activity that is important for that particular community. And if there is any problem or issue related to that community, you can go to any extent to solve this issue. And you need to be self-driven for this. And in our college, there are two units, grant in aid unit, and then is the self-finance unit. So what is self-finance unit? There will be some fees of 40 rupees that will be collected from the students, which is reserved in this NSS account as the SFU account, in SFU account unit. That amount could be utilized for the working of this self-finance unit activities. And then for grant in aid unit, the fund will be granted by the this one directorate. And in our college, each unit has got a strength of 100, and there will be 200 students from the two units. And each year there will be 200 students registering. And with the new curriculum that is introduced in 2020, NSS was the audit course. So more than 450 students used to register. So it was totaling to more than 600 for us. And it was very difficult to handle. So how we handled that, I will share up in the next slides. So this is the website link for registering or enrolling the students. So it is nsskarnataka.net, through which we have to register the students. This is only for 2-year students. For audit students, what we can do, we can circulate Google form and get all their data. And at institute level, we have 2 programming officers. currently in our college, Prasanna Kumar is the programming officer for Grant Unit, and Aruna Kumari is GA, selection grade lecturer at the AC department. She is looking after the SFU unit. And for facilitating their work, as you know, we are having a 2,000 plus students, and quite difficult to handle all the work by 2 programming officers. Our principals have appointed co-programming officers, and they are Asha D, Asma Banu, Nagendra, and Satisham. These are facilitating these programming officers. But at the end of the day, for the reporting to the higher authorities, that is the directorate level, these programming officers, they will be the chief officers who are whole and sole responsible. However, how much ever may be the co-programming officers given, but accountability rests on Prasanna Kumar and Aruna Kumari as of now. Means it is their baby. If they have some other work and they give their baby to others, it is only for a short duration. But the whole and soul taking care of the baby, that is NSS baby, is rest on the main programming officers only. And then we need to have an advisory committee for the NSS. So under the chairmanship of the principal, that is at present we have Ravi Shankar CV sir, and we have to take a few HODs also in this advisory committee, because their concurrence and their support is also needed whenever we have to arrange some programs like rallies or any other thing. And we will be having advisory members as other programming officers who have experience as programming officers in other colleges or previous programming officers. It is good to have such programming officers as advisors. And then we need to have 2 members from the NGOs, non-governmental organizations. For that, we have taken Shri Shiv Shankar from Lions Club of Bangalore, Wilson Garden, and another person by name Srimati Gayatri Girish from Lions Club of Bangalore Legends, Bangalore. And earlier we had one member from Rotary Bangalore Udyog, and one of the member was from an advocate. So we can take any NGOs members as the advisory committee members. And why they are needed, I'll share you later. And we also need to have two or three students as the members in advisory committee. And for this year, we have Prajwal from 4th SEM and Swati from 4th SEM and Arsha from 4th SEM WSM. And then at the department level, I told you in audit course, there were more than 400 students who have been enrolled for NSS, and in SGP, which is having more than 2,000 students and 700 plus students getting admitted each year, handling this kind of huge strength was very difficult, and how to manage the funds and all. So we had departmental programming officers. And how they come for this, you taking up this NSS role as a departmental coordinator is, for career advancement system, it is one of the criteria. There is marks for that. So nowadays, the staff are coming forward to take up this role as departmental programming officer. So whatever the activity that has to be conducted for the audit course students, they need to play a pivotal role. And these are the various officers who have been assigned as a departmental coordinator for the various departments. And if the programming officers are from a particular department, for example, Prasanna Kumar sir, he belongs to computer science, he will be the departmental programming officer for the CS branch, like that. So like that we make. And these are the 15 programming officers at the department level. And what we do, see, every week we need to have one activity of 2 hours duration. What we do, not all persons can do the activity at the same time. So we divide the whole 3 months of duration into different activities. Each week we schedule one activity. Beforehand only we will make a plan and then assign two persons each for each activity for each week. So they will take up the complete responsibility and conduct the activity for the whole duration. So it will not be a complete burden on the programming officer, and it will not be a burden on all the programming officers. So all the work is shared. So then coming to the grants that we get from the higher authorities is for regular activity. Under regular activity, we we get 27,500, out of which we have to give for refreshments, we have to reserve 22,200, and for transportation 1,800, for small equipment repair or procurement it is 2,000, clerical allowance 500, and for other expenditures, miscellaneous expenditure, it is 1,000 rupees. Is it possible to fulfill all the expenditure from this amount? Yes, we have to manage. And then each programming officer will get a fund of honorarium of 6,000 for each year. And there is a supplementary grants that is sanctioned for procuring equipments, that is 2,500. So this is the total amount that is sanctioned for regular activity. That is the budget. Now for special camp, 35,000 is the amount that will be given and prescribed. And for that, for boarding and lodging, it is 27,300, and for transportation 2,200, and for small equipment repairs procurement 1,000, and for other miscellaneous expenditure 4,500. Any programming officer will have this will be having the experience that it is insufficient. But the thing is, suppose if we have to spend a greater amount, how we have to spend? Is it possible to collect donations? It should not be like a donation. We should not ask any others. And most of the time in villages, when we conduct special camp, it is all, politically, there will be a lot of political interest. So very difficult to get fundings. And another thing is, if you collect from one person, if he belongs to one party, another party people, he will also be interested. But when this person comes, he will not cooperate. So it all becomes a political issue. So better stop asking from any person and make our special camps a neutral one, and you do your work. That is very, very important. And my suggestion for all the NSS programming officer is, all this why we are doing it is it is a service activity. First of all, it is a service activity. We are giving our service, and if we do any kind of puja event, or if we go for any puja, how much we will spend? Suppose let us say, if I conduct any Satyanarayana puja at our home, at least 50,000 is needed. I hope all of you agree with it. At least 50,000. Let us say some 100 to 200 guests will be there. So to feed them, we will spend at least 50,000, including puja expenses and all. But I believe in the fact that, Jana Seveye, Janardhanana Seve. Here, what we are doing, we are serving the people. And through whom we are serving, it is through our students. And our students are giving so much of their efforts that I will show up in the next slides. Feeding them when they are hungry is our duty. If I do not do that and expect the same from them, that, you need to have social responsibility, you need to have harmony, all that, then I don't think it is a good statement that I make. So if I spend 5,000, if another programming officer is also there, and if they donate another 5,000, that all becomes a great amount, and we can definitely fulfill whatever amount is needed. And to tell you, in our college, many great generous people are there. They all donate voluntarily. Our principal will donate a little amount, like that many HODs will donate, and many programming officers, other programming officer, previous programming officer, they donate wholeheartedly and make the camp so good, successful one. And then what are the activities we have done from our college from past 5 years? So this is a kind of Swachh Bharat Pakhwad that was organized in the year 2019. And we had invited a mayor at that time, that is Mrs. Gangambika. And you can see our NSS coordinator, Dr. Guru Prasad Hugar is also there, and also our then director, Talwar, is also there. So we had organized this kind of rally in 2019 from our college. And what we do for doing this kind of huge rally, our whole college had participated, more than 2,000 students, including staff and other people, that is from NGOs. As I said, we need to have some tie-up with the NGOs. You can see here, there was a Lions Club. So the Lions Club also had joined. and the mayor was, inaugurating this program. So definitely we need not have to inform any any newspapers or any press or any TV people. They themselves will come and record the program. So, and we do not require any time to be spent for that. And it was a huge rally for 3 kilometers, more than 2,000 students all doing this. It was really a great event at that time. And when we do this kind of activity, we need to take permission from the city police commissioner. For at that time, we had gone to I think at that time it was Dayanand, myself and Chandramouli, the then programming officer, we had waited there till 9 o'clock. So that is the kind of, commitment you need to have. When you give a letter to the police authorities, they do not, just like that, do not give any permission. You need to wait a long time. So no one has to get scared for this. When we have to do something, there will be some even in our home also, whenever we want to do something, certain things will come up and we need to wait for a long time. Like that, we have to treat. And this is the kind of activity, Swachhata activity we undertook in one of the special camp at Uttanalli. As you can see, there was lot of, lot of things that were dumped in the Kalyani, and we cleaned it through our NSS students, taking help from the local authorities also. And this was the cleaning happened in nearest hills, that is Akaima Betta, in the same camp. As you can see, the people, when they go to temple, they dump lot of plastic bottles and all other things. So by doing this, we create an awareness among these, not only among the students, but also in the village people, that the plastic should not be thrown. And this is a kind of awareness rally that we undertook in the same special camp. As you can see, our students who had prepared held those charts and did a jata in that village. And this is as I said, it is very easy for a technical institution like our SJP to do technical services through NSS. And we did electrical repairs or wiring of different houses there in Mailnatnalli in the special camp. And then for socio-economic survey, what we can do, the best practice is you alone cannot go there and do it. You have to take a local organization. So this is this person is from one of the local organization, that is Ashalaya in that village, who helped us in connecting to these people. So by which we can do the socio-economic survey very good. And there are so many schemes from the government. We can take those schemes to these rural people who are downtrodden and help them in getting it done. For example, e-Shram card. For that, we also took the help of Youth for Seva. They came and trained our students in, teaching or training how this e-Shram cards can be done. That is for, people who are living outside, what they're called, construction workers. So they come from different villages and stay somewhere in the village, in the cities, and are in the villages, and they'll not be having any home. These are some temporary homes in which they stay. For them, the government is giving e-Shram cards. Through that they will get lot of benefits. Through our NSS team, we did this socio-economic survey and facilitated those people in getting those e-Shram cards. And this is an intensive cleaning that was done through NSS in STP Boys Hostel. As you know, the hostel will be having a lot of dirty and other things due to oil and other things at the kitchen. What we did, we took the help of Fortis Hospital. And, many organization, whether it is a hospital or any other company, they also want to do some kind of CSR. So through them, we got a very good intensive cleaning units, which are electrically operated. With that, we are able to clean it. And you can see other in other pics, our students doing the cleaning activities. And blood donation is one of the important criteria. Every institution, whether it is having NSS unit or not, it has to have one blood donation camp each year, because blood we cannot manufacture. It has to be get donated from other person, and we do a huge campaign when we are doing this in our college. So it is all a teamwork, and we have a separate group for doing or undertaking this blood donation camp. Not only the NSS programming officers, there will be other staff who will be joining this event, and we do a huge campaign. We get the pamphlets and distribute it to various nearby colleges also, not only to our colleges, and even from officers from the DT also, they have come and donated the blood. As you can see here, this is Mrs. Rashmi, the then joint director, who has donated her blood in the blood donation camp in the year 2019. And in 2022, we arranged it in association with what is that? Rotary Udyog. So what we do, we need to prepare these kind of pamphlets. Just going and saying we have the blood donation camp, come and donate, that will not help. And at the back of this pamphlet, we should also have why this is required, why the blood donation is required, and also what are the benefits of doing blood donation. All that we get printed, and we need not have to spend any amount for this, because with whomever we are associated, they themselves do all these pamphlets and give it to us. Our job is to distribute these pamphlets through our students and staff and motivate them to donate the blood. And you can see, always whenever we have conducted the camps, it is always more than 100 units that we have collected from our college. And also
Madam, how many slides are there? More?
I think in another few, that's all.
A few minutes.
Time up?
Another,
okay.
yeah. It'll
Okay,
take
okay.
another 2-3 minutes.
Okay. So when staff also start donating blood, it is a good motivation for the students. And you see, the NCC students also will help them, will help to donate the blood. So that is, we will get certificates. Volunteers also will get certificates. So, and for conducting health checkup camps, there will be some people who come voluntarily from the state cell, or we can call through the NGOs. So they will come and do it free of cost. And for the plantation, the space itself is the problem. Earlier, we used to have it in our college only, but now we have got a big breakthrough in this. We can do it at places where actually the space is available. So in the special camp itself, we did this year, and our students have planted so many plants, that to coconut trees in the village. And for mental health checkup camps and for this embroidery training, we have taken help from the Garden City University. So there are so many universities and colleges which will be doing this. We can take their help. And this is one of the activity. And for giving legal services or legal awareness program, we can do it free of cost from the District Legal Service Authority. They will not charge anything. And for conducting some programs like self-defense training, we took association of Rotary Bangalore with Udyog. So like this, we can conduct a lot of activities. So I think as time is completing, I would like to end this presentation and take up a few questions. If there are any questions, I would like to take up.
Anybody has a question?
Any questions? This is in association with the Dairy Science College. And our own staff can become resource person whenever we are conducting seminars. And as I said, for technical service, we can use our own students to repair the desk or to install the softwares, or to do some leakage of pipes in some toilets or buildings. Civil engineering students have done that. I have not shared those pics. Any questions?
I think nobody has raised their hands.
Okay, so I would like to hand over now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful talk on
Thanks.
national NSS. And madam has given the best practices are adopted in national service scheme in her institution. She has gone through in a detailed manner from the point of establishing an NSS unit in the institute, how it has, how to run it. And she has even shown a lot of activities which have been done. And within the short duration, the time is also not sufficient for her to show all those activities what have been conducted under her leadership. And Madam, you have left that point of the students participating in RD parade.
Yeah, because
quickly,
there were so many.
one point from my
wait, I'll
perspective.
present
Yes.
it now.
No, just in words itself, you just say it.
Yeah, see, earlier this concept was not there. Our students had participated in RD parade, in the sense in our college. But in the Republic Day celebrations, they participated, they practiced for this for more than 2 months. And that for the credit goes to Bhaskar, who initiated this when he was the programming officer. Though he was programming officer for just 3-4 months, he took initiative. That should be the motive. Whenever new blood come, they take up things differently and make it so special. So the initiation was by Bhaskar, the then programming officer. The students are continuing this practice. And for all these uniforms, they are spent from their own pocket and they have practiced. And that too in a career technical education like ours, doing this practice along with their curriculum, it's a great challenge. And we need to motivate students and stand by them for all this. So that is this one.
Oh, thank you, madam. Thank you. Truly said, madam. NSS officer, he should be truly committed. He should be self-driven, motivated, and he should devote more time. So that is very, very important.
Yes.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your wonderful talk. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll move on to our next speaker. He's Shri Bharat Kumar M. Lecturer, Government Polytechnic, Arikere, Mandya. So he is undergoing his PhD program at VTU, and in 2001 he has completed his degree. Then he has joined the department after completion of his MSc, and before that he has worked as assistant professor in Department of Mathematics in School of Engineering and Technology, Jain University, and he has served at Sudarshan Vidya Mandir Q College as well, and he has visited NASA during his when he was working with the Pew students. Then he has attended so many seminars and presented papers at different workshops, and his main interest is learning mathematics by using various tools, and that also innovative methods leading to experiential learning. Sir, over to you, Bharat Kumar M.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a kind introduction. And I would also like to thank the entire AROHAN team and the back end of AROHAN team and Department of Technical Education and all the principals who are there in this platform watching us. Thank you so much. So let me present. I hope my presentation is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's visible.
Is the presentation visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So in today's session, I'm just
PPT and slideshow.
Yeah, it's in that mode only.
Slideshow. No, sir.
isn't it?
You click this
It's done, sir.
our screen.
1 second.
Sir, for Google Meet, better you first to keep it in slideshow and then start sharing.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am, I'll do that. Is it visible now?
No, sir.
No. Now, sir?
Yeah.
It's visible?
But again, it should be in presentation mode.
1 second.
Full view.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. So in today's session, I'm going to talk on the topic adopting holistic learning methods in integrated math curriculum. So this is a topic I have chosen to speak about because in the current trend, the kids are really finding math a difficult subject, and then they are finding it very difficult to reach their targets in studying math. So how do we change that aspect in students' mind by just changing the way we are teaching? Now, more than ever, educators and education administrators are looking new ways to effectively teach students. From teachers to politicians, there are a lot of debates ongoing about how best we can train up our students or the next generation. So this is the task we all are having at this moment of time in front of us. So new and innovative ways of delivering instructions and the structuring of this thing is very important right now at this point of time in this regard. So I'd like to just going to define what is holistic learning and what are the methods of holistic learning, how that could be implemented in learning integrated math through its own curriculum. So this is the main agenda of this talk. So before getting into that connection or the methods or the models between models that connect these things, I would like to tell you what exactly is holistic learning. Holistic learning is just actually it is the culmination of these entities which has been projected at the screen right now, and these are creative, physical, intellectual, social, and emotional entities or the components that really play a very important role in shaping the kid or a student. So taking one by one, first thing is creativity. So creativity in the sense how creative the student is. It is not how creative the teacher teaches. That is not important. You have to look at the student and we have to just assess the creativity of the student. That should be the first concept that a teacher has to take when he enters the class. So the second one is physical. Physical in the sense we have to make the kid or the student to use all his senses and as well as his mind to just get engrossed into the lecture or into the topic or into the situation where he and she is going through. Third one is his intellectual capabilities. These capabilities actually it will come when the student actually sees the scenario, when he sees the topic, when he's able to use all his senses. His physical capability connects to his intellectual capability. So these two are two faces of a single coin. Next thing comes as a social component, wherein the students have to be involved with other people. For example, if in a class one student, he is not sitting and learning, it is not a two-way mode. Our teacher has to teach the student and student has to learn from the teacher. Only transmission of the knowledge from teachers to student. That is not the concept here. Student has to involve with other his colleague students and gather information and try to model it and give a physical interpretation for that. So that should be the best practice, and it comes under holistic learning. And the last thing is emotional. It's a concept of emotionality wherein teacher has to take everybody into contact through emotions. That we all know how to. We all are actually doing it. So I'll try to just differentiate these two methods of or approaches. One is traditional approach and the holistic approach. Before getting into that, I just want to show you want all of you to look at this. Actually, we are dealing with integrated math curriculum. Integrated math curriculum in the sense it is the curriculum wherein the students, what we are doing right now, we are actually doing following this traditional approach of teaching in the classroom, where the learning process, it's just a learning process, teacher teaching in the class, just transmitting his or her knowledge through books, and the students are copying it, and it is not at all emphasizing in the overall growth of a kid. So that is the difference, first thing. Whereas traditional in the sense it follows a learning process, and holistic in the sense it emphasizes on the learning practices or a process through experiences. So the process itself is a learning thing when it comes to holistic learning. And second point is traditional classroom, where we use what chalk and blackboard and chalk. So that is one of the aid which we fill in our what is that lesson plan even now. So that has to be changed. It has to become a dynamic classroom, wherein it has to be moving every point of time. The student's mind has to move from one point to another point. In order to achieve that, what we have to do is we have to push them into a real life situation. So we have to make the students, all the students involved in petty projects like which I'm going to share it slides, like how Shiv Prasad sir from TVS was telling that how he assessed the team, the capstone project, how it was achieved, and what is the process they are taking or carrying out to achieve that holistic learning. So that actually is one of the methods of holistic learning, what he is implementing while deriving the capstone project. So that is one of the aspects we have observed there. And third, traditional is unreal and memorizing facts. What we are right now doing is we are teaching them abstract things, and we are trying to make them memorize the facts. But in holistic learning, it is not the thing. It is real, and it is not memorizing. We are not supposed to make the kid memorize anything. It has to come like how it has to become like a live thing, wherein he doesn't have to remember. It has to go to it has to directly go to his subconscious. Whenever he want, he can retrieve it. It has to be such a kind of teaching in the classroom. Next thing is overwhelm the students. That means it makes the students shattered. By the time we finish 45 hours period or a lecture, by then the students will have already shattered. So that's the thing that happens in traditional method or approach. In holistic, promote self-confidence. If you are given a chance for a student to drive or guide himself in learning, so that definitely promotes his self-confidence. That is another aspect here. Develops intellectual abilities, and in holistic, not only it develops intellectual ability, but also it develops skills in different areas. So the student is gaining skills in different areas. I'm just going to give an example in the future slides wherein you exactly understand what is this approach. Next is transmission of knowledge through books, as I told you before. And here the student has to learn from the environment, and he has to foster his sense of belonging, purpose, and agency. So that is the main aspect of holistic. So when it comes to my integrated mathematical curriculum, I just told you in the beginning when I opened this slide, what we are right now doing is we are using humans to compute right now. At the present scenario, we people as math people, I'm very frank to tell you that we are making students to compute, and we are ignoring these components wherein define, abstract, interpret. All those things have not been taught in the classroom. But this has to change. There has to be a revolutionary transformation in teaching mathematics, wherein the students has to define, abstract, and interpret, and this computation has to be done through computers. Because right now the kids are they are very fast. They are very fast at computers. They are very fast at downloading apps and finding out things, and they explore many things online. Okay, so I find this competition has to be completely given to the computers, whereas humans have to just what involve in defining questions and making abstract things into a computable form. And finally, he should be able to interpret the results. So these are the methods which comes under holistic learning process. The methods are experiential learning, self-guiding learning, community skills, and interdisciplinary coursework. So basically, we math people, we are interested in experiential learning and this interdisciplinary coursework, and we can also partially we use this self-guiding learning process. Without teaching, students cannot access this kind of methodology. So in the next slide, it's just a model of integrated mathematical curriculum where it is my own design as a math teacher. Throughout this experience in teaching, all this 12 or 16 years of experience, I have come across a lot of milestones where I have found the problems that has been associated with the students, making them math fearful content. And in order to overcome that, so what is the step or what is the thing we are going to implement in future is very important. So it is my aspect. It is purely, I think, nobody should take it so personally that it is just an opinion. Illi ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I just want to tell that this concept can be adapted in our teaching methodology in the upcoming C24 syllabus. Okay. As you all can see, there are 3 images of Isaac Newton here, and there is a difference between all the 3. Hope I'm audible to everybody. Am I?
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are audible.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. There are 3 images of Isaac Newton here. It is an approach. I'm just posing this same slide in the classroom to teach mathematics in the classroom. I have 3 images here, and I would like to ask the kids how to differentiate this. This is the approach I'm taking. It is one of the holistic approach. Holistic approach in the sense it is not a fixed design. Every teacher can change his or her design of teaching or a pedagogy in the classroom. He can do however you want. So that independence has to be given to the teachers in the class to teach mathematics, but there has to be an outline for that. But within the outline, within the limits, the teacher has to teach, and he has to finally assess the student according to the DTE norms and examinations. So here we can see 3 images. I hope all math teachers, few math teachers are here. Can anybody tell me what are these 3? What is the difference between these 3 images? You have to speak in the terms of not math, in terms of some interdisciplinary aspect or interdisciplinary course. Can anybody please tell me what is the difference between these 3? No? Okay, fine. Here, actually, the first image, there is a fixed y and x here. That means the photo, the area of the photo remains the same here. Means it is fixed here. When it comes to second one, I have stretched along x-axis, and in the third one, I have stretched the image along all the both the axes, in the x-axis and y-axis. In both the axes, the image has been stretched. So this is the thing. So when I show these 3 pictures in the classroom, the student, I can just grab the attention of the student. So he will at least his cognition or his intellectual capability, it gets striked. ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they just visualization ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, they feel like, oh, I should see something and I should ask something ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ they just start thinking. So this is how we have to first grab the attention of the student in the classroom. Next, we have to connect this with the theory, the concepts of maths. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, after showing this, see, we are going to this concept. The concept is nothing but this is the concept when we are this image is being transformed into a matrix. How is it transformed? It is the original image and the final image is this. The transformation is given through this matrix. So you all know that all engineers must know this, all CS engineers must have known this. Okay, illenagate ant helidre, this matrix gets transformed and it takes this form of a parallelogram. You can see this red is actually the change in x-axis, and this is the change in y-axis, and this B and C, they represent the shear forces that are applied here. And when the image is stretched, When the image is stretched, this comes under image processing. When the image is stretched, the original photo, this photograph gets changed to this final photographs. Okay, so that is a concept here. So when the students are involved in this, even involved student, finally, this matrix has transformed it into a parallelogram, and finally the area of this parallelogram is nothing but the determinant of this particular matrix. They find it very interesting and our syllabus should also be like that. We are giving more marks for computation instead of giving marks for formulation. So there has to be a revamp in scheming the question paper, wherein we have to promote or give more marks to the formulation part rather than giving for the computation part. Computation part can be given, as we have been told that there will be practices for maths too. We can assess student in the laboratory for computation, but when it comes to theory, we should mainly concentrate on the formulation part and the interpretation part. So that is a very important concept, and this thing has to be incorporated in the upcoming C24 syllabus. So that is a basic a requirement for the students to see maths fearless. So that is a concept. I have just explained different kinds of finding the area of parallelogram with the help of a determinant, and this explanation there. So this is the basic idea. I'm just giving it to you. So I just tell you in the upcoming formation of the syllabus, we people have to concentrate more on formulation rather than keeping computations in the syllabus. Computation, it's a part of computer. Now, none of the students are interested in the computation. So we have to pull them into formulation, and we have to make them do computations in the computers. So that should be the approach. That is how students will learn, and that is how students can access into it, and they can get to good marks in their examination. So it's just an example, which is with a small amount of time I could convey whatever I had. It was just a rush out. I'll be very thankful for everybody for giving this opportunity to speak. Okay, if this can be, if I'm given some more chances to speak over here, I would like to elaborate these concepts and make every math teacher in our department to transform themselves into a different scenario and change the view of the subject. So that is what is much needed in our department right now. So I would like to thank everybody who are present here for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. If there are any questions, I would like to answer them.
Thank you, sir. Any question? Couple of questions you can take.
I would like to answer at least one question from anybody. At least one.
106. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Bharat, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Which is very useful and which can be implemented, that holistic learning.
Yes, sir.
Particularly in the mathematics.
Yes, sir.
Because most of our students,
yes, sir,
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಪುವರ್. ಹಾಗಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಾಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕಲ್ಕೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರೋದು ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೌಢ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಆ ಬೇಸು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. If they provide this kind of learning in earlier stages or earlier classes, it would be very useful to the students to come up. In this sense, your seminar or this class or this session is very, very useful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
That's what even we all have the same intentions. Namge maklu, they have to like mathematics, and they should come out with what you mean good results ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the concept of things has to be changed. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, we have to just transform it. ಏನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ? We are just asking them, we are giving a set of linear equations and we are making them finding out the answers for that. That is very classical. That is not at all an innovative method of teaching. So we have to somehow come out of it, and we have to make students compute all these things in the computers, and formulation ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಗುಗ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ he is a best engineer globally. Formulation is very important for an engineer instead of computation ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. So computation is not important now. So formulation and interpretation is very much important. As an engineer, he should be capable of formulating and interpreting. So interpreting, that is my view. Heli Madhvi ma'am was telling something.
ಯಾ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಒಂದ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಸಹ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್?
ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ಡಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ?
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು 30% ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಡೌನ್.
ಸೊ ನನ್ಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿದೆ. ಐ ಅಗ್ರಿ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ
ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ಅವರ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ನಾವ್ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್. ಇವನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೀಚಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಯಲ್. ಒಂದು ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟು ರಿಯಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ holistic learning.
Yeah, I think I
right
now
implementing holistic learning for 100% is not possible at this moment of time. At least 50% or 25% or like that, some share has to be given for holistic learning process, and make the growth of education in the kid to its prime. So that is the interest really.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah. If
Yes.
you have anybody to ask questions? No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
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 Yes,
Veena
ma'am.
madam.
I have one. I'm from 457 Vasantra Podar Polytechnic, Belagavi. I'm teaching mathematics at my polytechnic.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have one question is, whenever we teach a syllabus and when we are talking of derivatives of functions and integrals of
ma'am.
functions, we never have any curriculum that caters to different kinds of functions. So there's
Yes.
a big curriculum gap when we talk about functions. E raised to x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ e ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Yes, ma'am.
ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್. 52 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್. ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕಂಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯೈ ಹಾಕಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಇಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮೆಜರ್, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದ್ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮೆಜರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತೋರಿಸಬಹುದು, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ma'am, they are giving a chance for us now to make the pedagogy an integrated one. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದವರು. So we have to use this provision and make the students acquire the knowledge what you are saying.
See, logarithms illa, logarithmic functions differentiate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So
Yes.
when we do all those things, so much of gap is there and teacher becomes helpless. ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Even
Yes,
if you want to have an holistic approach, which is the right one actually. What
Yeah.
you have said, I appreciate your talk very much today. But helpless ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ students ಗೆ discontinuity ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. They don't understand anything in the class.
Yes.
Yeah. So
There
that,
has to be a connectivity.
yeah,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is my question. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much for your wonderful lecture.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You rightly said that the focus should be more on formulation and interpretation, because
Yes, sir.
computation aspect, definitely in today's world you have a lot
It's
of
already
tools
liberated,
available.
sir. It's
Yes.
liberated. Paper computation
ಹೌದು.
is liberated now.
ಹೌದು.
ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. If it comes to
ಹೌದು.
4 matrix solution ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we don't do it in paper.
Yes.
We'll take the help of computers. So why we are ಫೋರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೂ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಹೌದು. ಯಾ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಏಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅವರು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಡೇಸ್ ದಿ ಟಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಹಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು availability of so many learning tools, methodologies, and definitely it's right way to integrate all the innovative methods into learning mathematics and make it more enjoyable. That is very, very important. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful talk on
thank you, sir.
This adopting holistic learning methods in integrated mathematics curriculum. And definitely we'll be looking forward you in action for your C24 curriculum. Steve is waiting for you. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So
thank you, everybody.
So today's lecture series 3 has concluded today. I thank all the speakers of the day, Shri M.N. Shiv Prasad sir, Shri Hari Shetty sir, Srimati Shant Kumari K, Shri Bharat Kumar M, for the wonderful talk and enlightening today's lecture series. I thank one and all. I would like to once again thank our Honorable Secretary, Sir Shrikar MS, for giving this wonderful platform wherein everybody can share their best practices. Honorable Commissioner, Sir Jagdish G, IAS, Honorable Director, Sir Prasanna H, IAS, and our Joint Director, CDC, Shri Shrikant Ji, all the officials of the department, and all the principals, HODs, faculty, and students who have joined this event and made it successful. I would like to thank Madhura Madam, who has coordinated this through the TT studio. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.